forecast, and this will be for the week of November 18th to the 24th of 2024. Thank you for clicking on to my video. If you are a returning member, subscriber, or viewer, welcome back, Self Family. It's good to see you guys again. I hope you are doing well. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. It's good to see a new face here. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, your comments, subscribes, super thanks, and donations. I truly appreciate them all. Please keep in mind, okay, that I do oracle card pulls for the forecast as well, to fully decipher the energy. So please keep in mind that it is a general, collective oracle reading. Therefore, the messages will not and may not resonate with everyone. So please take what resonates with you in your particular situation and leave the rest. In the areas of legal, law, finance, health, mental health, please know that I'm not an expert in those areas, nor do I claim to be, and if I mention them at all, it is either what my intuition is picking up on or it's literally on the cards themselves. So please use your own discernment. I am also the author, the Ulrich of both fairy tales in my hand here, The Princess and Her Inner Voice, which is fairy tale for children, about their intuition, what it is, how it speaks to them, and how, if they listen to it, it can help them to overcome all obstacles, help them heal from all traumas, as well as get them to their happy ending in whichever way that looks for them. It is a very self-love and self-worth based fairy tale, as well as The Dark High Priestess and The Prophecy of the Queen of the Unseen. This is a fairy tale written for adults about healing and overcoming spiritual warfare and narcissistic abuse from family, lovers, and friends, and how to keep that inner flame lit despite any adversity you may be going through or experiencing. That no matter how dire your situation may seem, know that you are never alone, okay? That you always have a choice. There's always benevolent beings that are just waiting for you to give them permission to intervene and to intercede on your behalf, so that way they can help you to fulfill your soul's purpose in this lifetime. This story is also essentially a story about a divine feminine and her healing journey from narcissistic family, lovers, and friends, okay, and the spiritual warfare that they cast upon her, and how she is able to overcome that, reclaim her power, and get to her soul's purpose, as well as be reunited with her divine counterpart. Both of these stories are written in the bard format, okay, so think Dr. Seuss meets Grimm's fairy tales, okay, they rhyme. They are written and illustrated in such a way to heal and appeal to your inner child as you read them. They're short, they're sweet, they inspire hope, and they make you feel good as you read them. The Dark High Priestess and The Prophecy of the Queen of the Unseen, I now offer an audiobook on my YouTube. The link will be in the description box below for your convenience, okay? But both of these books, if you'd like a physical copy, can be purchased on Amazon, Walmart, and Barnes & Noble, just to name a few of the online retailers. The Princess and Her Inner Voice is in its second edition print, which means that the autographs first edition, as well as my products, can be found on my website, which is www.aspiraltotheself.com. All of the information will be in the description box below for your convenience, as well as all of my social media platforms and pages, so that way you do not get scammed by people or pages pretending to be me. As always, I'm going to begin this forecast with a prayer. I call upon God, Banja, Great Goddess Morgan, the Trinity Three, Lu, the Archangels, my ancestors, and the seen unseen. Please allow me to see we want the collective to know through my clear and concise messages. Please only allow in this forecast and reading what I call upon, which is high vibrational energy and frequency. If any lower vibrational entities, beings, or energies try to come through or try to ask, project, open portal, read, mode, view, or be a monitoring spirit in the past, present, or in the future, I ask that you block, bright, and blind and immediately return to sender, which I give you full consent to intervene and to intercede on my behalf in whichever way you deem fit. If any try to abuse technology in any kind of way, by trying to take a screenshot or ask, project, open portal, read, mode, view, or be a monitoring spirit in the set, in the past, the present, or in the future, I ask that you block, bind, and blind, and immediately return to sender, which will give you full consent to hold them accountable and bring them justice in your way. Please protect me, this channel, the video, and the viewers as I deliver this divinely guided message. Any curses, hexes, evil eye, black magic, witchcraft, and bindings, let they be dissolved, transmuted, and intervened with by the All-High. The sender's mask will be ripped off, they'll be unable to hide. All their lies, deceit, and ill intentions will become exposed and publicly known. Okay, collective, so as always, to go over the retrograde energy first, which the retrograde is essentially a lengthy amount of time that the energy is prevalent, like the background energy. Then we go through the aspectal energy, which can last from a couple hours to a week or so, and then we go through the daily energies, okay? So the retrograde is essentially a forced pause, okay? It's like whatever that planet or major asteroid governs over is the area where we need to pay attention to, because there's something that we need to learn or gather information about in that particular area prior to moving forward. So we currently have Neptune retrograde, which will be in retrograde until December 6th of 2024. Neptune is about illusions. It's about your subconscious. It's about the dream state. And it's currently in the sign of Pisces, which Pisces, is your intuition. It's the mystic, information being revealed to you in mystical ways. This is essentially where the veil is lifted and the truth is exposed to us in mystical ways through our dreams and visions. We are in between that time period of Samhain, so October 31st, to the winter solstice, which is December 20th, okay, where the veil is the thinnest. So anything that is on the other side, whether that be through God, whether that be through Banja, your ancestors, your spiritual team, okay, the All High, anything can speak to you with ease at this time. So you may need to really pay attention to those messages and what's being communicated with you. I would highly encourage you to get like a dream journal or something like that to help you decipher the ways in which, or the patterns in which your intuition speaks to you and provides you with information that you need. So that way you can decipher these messages a lot quicker and it provides you with a deeper sense of clarity. Then we have Chiron retrograde, which will be in retrograde until December 28th of 2024. Chiron is the wounded healer, transforming one of our, or many of our wounds and traumas into power. And Chiron is currently in the sign of Aries, and Aries is the initiator, the confronter of change. So during this time period, during this particular retrograde, we are confronting an issue, okay, that we are confronting and initiating the changes needed to heal a specific wound into power. So essentially it means that once you heal this wound, it didn't happen to you, it happened for you. Once you uncover the perspective, once you learn this lesson, it essentially unlocks some kind of reward or blessing for you, okay? Then you have Uranus retrograde, which would be in retrograde until January 29th of 2025. Uranus is currently in the sign of Taurus, which is the detriment sign for Uranus, okay? Uranus is about being your most authentic self, okay? And with it being in Taurus, this time period may make you feel like you struggle to be your most authentic self in a practical way. And through this retrograde, essentially we learn the lesson that we are just going to be our most authentic self. We don't care if we are accepted. We don't care if, people fall away from us, okay? We are essentially holding true to our values, who we are, and, essentially so the wrong people can leave us and the right people can be attracted towards us. Then we have a Jupiter retrograde, which will be in retrograde until February 4th of 2025. Jupiter is currently in the sign of Gemini, which means that we're gathering information from within to gain wisdom and to focus on our soul's purpose. With Jupiter being in Gemini, it just means that we're asking many questions. We're all about the process to expand versus making a final conclusion. But with it being in retrograde, it means we're gathering information through different ways, whatever arouses our curiosity. So that way from within, because we are free to pursue our soul's purpose. Now, before we get into the weekly energy, I have a short promotional offer from our sponsors here at Otter Spirit. Otter Spirit is a AAA gemstone retailer that specializes in jewelry. I'm wearing them right now. These gemstones pass the Mohs hardness test, which means that they are heat resistant and scratch resistant and go through a test to prevent decoloration, okay? Also, this is a company that also gives back. So $1 per sale goes towards the Otter Project as well as the California Coast Keepers Alliance. And they currently have their Black Friday sale, which extends for the entire month of November, where you buy 2, get 25% off, buy 3, get 30% off, and buy 4, get 35% off. If you utilize a specific link that is assigned to this channel, okay? It will be in the video, it will be in the description box, as well as the comment section for your convenience if you want to take part in this offer, okay? And the site already has many sales going on, but if you utilize the link that is specific to this channel, you will get more sales. Again, the buy 2, buy 3, buy 4. So again, if you wish to take part in this Black Friday offer, the exclusive link to this channel will be from this video in the description box, as well as the comment section for your convenience. Now let's get into the weekly energies, okay? So we have, at the very beginning of the week, we may struggle to be our most authentic self in a practical way and decide to introspect, which could maybe make us a little emotional as we discover aspects of ourselves that we weren't aware of. Okay, so at the beginning of the week, from November 18th to the 20th, we may struggle to be ourselves. We may be all in our head about it, which seems to be a theme this week, or maybe in our head about being our most authentic self. You may feel like it's not safe to be our most authentic self. Come through, Spirit. You may feel like it's not safe to be our most authentic self. You may feel like you could potentially be in danger. But essentially, we are in a new era collective, and the All High's telling you this ain't that, okay? But what this will do, when you go through these promptings of, essentially we have a character firmness this week. Essentially, we need to get through this lesson of being our most authentic self, okay? And not caring about what happens, not caring if people like us, not being in that worry, that fear energy of being our most authentic self, okay? So we're having this character firmness test this week where we have to get through this lesson. And in doing so, it seems like this week, as I get through the energy, it seems that you may benefit from going in isolation or being alone so you can introspect to discover things about yourself, like your whys. Why do you not feel like it's safe to go forward? Why do you feel not safe to be your most authentic self? Why do you shy away from doing certain things that you like to do? Confirmation verb, excuse me. Things that you want to say. I mentioned the elections last week. That's just one big thing, where a lot of people were releasing or getting rid of the people who weren't in alignment with their values. Why are you afraid to do that? Why are you afraid to firmly stand for what you believe in and not tolerate anything less? So this week, it seems like it's all about introspection and going within to discover. It's like a time of self-discovery so we can overcome this hump of, essentially building a firm foundation of being ourselves, okay? It's character building. Spirit, what will the collective discover about themselves that may make them a little emotional? Okay. So we have here, mindfulness, 111 is the angel number for you are on the right path, okay? So when you quiet your mind, so that way you can listen to your intuition, you can listen to any kind of guidance here from your spirit guides, okay? The ascended masters. The ascended master, you don't know what that is, think like Jesus, think like Kuan Yin, think like Buddha, okay? So you have your spirit guides here, they're asking you to be alone, to get away from all the noise, get away from technology, it could be very beneficial for you to go out in nature to heal and just to quiet the mind. That's what you're being called to do. Quiet the mind, go within, introspect, okay? Because your guides here, your spirit family, as well as the ascended masters, are going to be providing you with great gratitude that's going to get you out of this victim mentality, okay? Thinking that you can't be this, or this will happen to you. Being in that fear, okay? That fear energy of knowing just how worthy you are of getting your blessings, your abundances, okay? Having your own kingdom here, having the light, the happiness, the joy come to your life here, okay? So you're getting out of this victim mentality. So you're going to be in this gratitude attitude, being grateful for all your lessons, being grateful for your experiences, okay? Again, they didn't happen to you, they happened for you. You are strong, you are resilient, you are unstoppable. Whatever you went through didn't break you, it didn't stop you, it just made you more resilient. It made you prepared for this kingdom that is coming, okay? It made it to where you could defend it. It made it to where you were worthy of it. It made it to where you were in alignment with it, okay? Because trust and believe, new levels, new devils. You had to master the old devils prior to getting this kingdom here that you are in deservance of, okay? So it may make you a little emotional. Because again, you may be processing it thinking man, I am so awesome. Man, good job me for never letting people break you down. Good job me for not allowing people to dim my shine, because they were only trying to dim it because they were jealous of me being my most authentic self and they didn't have the courage to do so, okay? So again, you're getting out of that victim mentality of thinking your whole world's gonna fall apart if you are yourself. This ain't that, okay? Then all week from November 18th to 24th, there will be a big opportunity to utilize and develop our natural talents of going within and listening to our intuition on the ideas that are coming forward and keeping our optimism for attaining more freedom in our lives to ourselves. So essentially, whatever kind of messages you pick up from your intuition, you're being told to keep that to yourself, which you may struggle with doing that, okay? You may want to tell the people you think care about you, or, you know, that would be happy for you. The reason why you got to keep things like that to yourself is because when you share news too early, outside influences can stop it, can halt it, delay it, okay? Trust and believe that a lot of people don't truly wish you well. And that's sad. I mean, it's not like I'm pessimistic or anything. It's just a hard truth of the world that many people are filled by jealousy and envy. People want you to do well until you do better than them. And if you are not very private about your life, you can have a lot of evil eye and negative energy sent your way, because people don't want you to be successful. People don't want you to excel or be in your destiny, your soul purpose. So that's why we keep certain things to ourselves, okay? You don't tell anyone until it's completed, until it's fully here in fruition, it's its complete product. You don't tell anybody anything like that, because you don't want any outside influences to sabotage it. You don't want anybody to try to ruin it, okay, because they don't want you to have it. As we indulge in the immense creative energy and proceed with energy and courage to keep an open mind. So there's a big opportunity here to essentially utilize our natural talents, because our intuition is going to provide us with ideas that we should pursue, okay? That's going to provide us with more freedom in our lives in some kind of way. And that's a big theme for this week as well, is our intuition is going to be speaking to us throughout this week of how to attain more freedom in our lives, okay? And to be further in our soul's purpose, okay? Pluto goes into Aquarius this week, where it will be in Aquarius until 2043. We are in a new era, okay? And I'll get to more of that in just a second. We are in a new era, which means that there's going to be a lot of new ideas coming in, because Pluto being in Aquarius means it's powerful revolutionary change. And revolutionary change has to happen on the individual level prior to being a global level, okay? So we're being prepared for that. Spirit, what is this big opportunity that the collective gets to utilize their natural talents? What is this big opportunity for the collective to utilize their natural talents? Okay. Utilizing your natural talents to heal your heart chakra and to be creative. Okay, so healing your heart through your creations. Yeah, it's going to provide you some kind of reward. Remember, that's Chiron and Aries energy, initiating the changes needed to transform a wound into power, which is precisely what you're doing here. Okay, so your intuition is going to be speaking to you on the different ideas of how you can heal your heart through your creativity. I have an example of that on my YouTube channel. Okay, the videos like how I took my trauma from, going through narcissistic and spiritual warfare from family members and friends, and I turned that into a painting. I've turned it into books, okay? Like I have 2 books and I have a painting that I've released, and that was how I utilized the creative process to purge myself of those kind of like negative emotions, like how I was able to transmute that energy, okay? Using your creativity, painting, drawing, using, making music, just any kind of creativity that you can think of. Even making videos for YouTube is creativity, okay? Just thinking of all the different softwares you can use, and how you want your message to be expressed, and how you want it to look, like decorating the set, things like that. Like utilizing your creativity to heal your heart chakra, because it leads to some kind of reward. And again, you have to keep it to yourself so you don't like attract any kind of outside influence that would halt it, okay? Because there's going to be immense creative energy that you can proceed with an open mind to bring forth to get this great achievement from this big opportunity. We also may experience some stress as we receive messages from our dreams and visions during our introspective period on how to distinguish ourselves through our responsibilities and keep our ideas to ourselves. Again, keep your ideas to yourself. Let them be nurtured. Let them be cared for by you, and let you be immersed in the creative process prior to inviting in outside energy. Because later in the week, we will have the innocent courage and optimism to revolutionize our lives, to bring more freedom to our lives. So again, it's like utilizing that revolutionary energy to essentially to bring about more freedom in our lives in however way that looks for you, okay, what that means to you. So again, your intuition is going to be speaking to you on some big, big ideas this week, and you need to just keep that to yourself just so you can get your reward. Spirit, how is the collective's life going to be revolutionized this week based off of what their intuition tells them? How is their lives going to be revolutionized by following their intuition this week? Okay. Okay. So you're going to receive some kind of messages from your dreams and visions, okay? When you essentially go within, you partake in that self-discovery. You're going to discover something because, again, you have the Ascended Masters here that are going to be speaking to you about something. It's come up twice so far. So think like Jesus, if you know you're a Christian. You're going to discover something shiny, something significant, something that's golden, okay? About some kind of attachment that either you have or someone else has, okay? And how to get rid of this conflict so you can provide some increase to your life here, because it's decrease in reverse. You're increasing in all areas of your life right now, and it was because people were gossiping and slandering your name out there, trying to stop you from moving forward, from networking, from expanding, to stop you from being on this honoring path. So essentially, collective, people did not want you to be seen. People did not want you to be heard. People did not want you to be successful. They didn't want you to get your flowers. They didn't want you to be praised. They didn't want people clapping for you, okay? They were spreading a lot of lies out there about you because of that. So again, you're going to get information provided to you by the Ascended Masters. You're going to discover something here on how you can distinguish yourself, okay? Because of these people's longing, detachment, longing, desperation. I said detachment. So you are essentially going to be learning to detach from these people and their longing, their desperation, because you're getting out of this conflict that these people were trying to create for you with their lies, their slander, their character assassination, okay? And you're going to get an increase in all areas of your life, okay? Because again, these people didn't want you to... These people are lying about you because they didn't want you to get your flowers. They didn't want you to get praise. They didn't want you to have success. But you're being free. 444 is the angel number for the angels are protecting and guiding you at this time. And we have the Ascended Masters here. You could be on the Ascended Master pathway, okay? But you're being freed from these self-imposed limitations, these self-limiting beliefs, okay? You're being freed. You're being freed from all this drama. You're being freed from all this conflict that was holding you back, trying to keep you small, to keep you from feeling worthy, okay? But again, keep it to yourself on whatever it is that you discover. We may also experience stress when we're asking many questions on how to expand in our lives. When dealing with a karmic lesson pertaining to our self-worth, we will receive messages that will make us optimistic and enthusiastic to proceed with an open mind to garner an image as a passionate free spirit, okay? So when it comes to questions, when asking many questions and covering areas that pertain to a karmic lesson, this could also, because you have Saturn and Pisces, this could also pertain to your inner dialogue or listening to your intuition, okay? That was something that in my introspective period I reflected on, is that part of the karmic lesson is dealing with people who made you feel small, or people who try to take away your self-worth by treating you like garbage and abusing you. There's that aspect. But there's also the aspect of the karmic lesson of listening to your intuition. When it says move, you move. When it says that someone's not good for you, you cut it off and you walk away. Like, you don't second guess, you don't try to over-explain, you don't try to over-rationalize. Like, you do what your intuition tells you to do. It's essentially a karmic lesson of you listening to you. And that's very prevalent for this week. Okay, you listening to you, you cutting out all the noise, you stopping stop like listening to or trying to get external validation. You don't need that. Most of the information that you need is within yourself. Trust and believe. Like that is mostly what you need, is the information within yourself. Your intuition will never steer you wrong. Many of you have old souls. This isn't your first rodeo here on this earth. Listen to yourself and it will not steer you wrong, because your soul knows what's expected of it prior to you being birthed into this world. So listen to that blueprint, that map, and it won't steer you wrong. Listening to other people, though, will most definitely steer you wrong, because, again, most people don't want you to surpass them. Most people want you to be in a certain kind of place that's easy to manipulate, easy to maneuver, easy to, you know, fulfill some kind of entertainment for them, okay? You're better than that. So, Spirit, what is this karmic lesson when the collective asks many questions to expand their lives from dealing with this karmic lesson? What is this karmic lesson? I can't even make it up. I can't. Listening to your intuition on what to manifest, because your chakras are going to be fully in alignment, being in your power, standing in your truth. Okay, so you may experience stress when you're asking questions. But again, you don't need other people's advice. You need your own. Okay? And this karmic lesson that you went through was listening to your intuition and believing it and trusting it, and not trying to, you know, doubt yourself, or not trying to seek external validation for what your inner self is telling you, okay? Because you're going to receive messages that will make you optimistic and enthusiastic to proceed with an open mind, to garner the image of a passionate free spirit, because you're going to be in your truth. You're going to be in your power, because you're not giving your power away by allowing other people to make your choices and decisions for you. You may also struggle to be your most authentic self in a practical way, that we feel that we need to have some time alone. Again, like you may feel like you need to spend some time alone this week, and it's highly beneficial for you at this time as well. As we undergo a character-affirming experience in order for our intuition to provide us with information on how to distinguish ourselves from our responsibilities, because later in the week we will have the intense optimism on how to revolutionize our lives to bring us more freedom. Again, like we're essentially revolutionizing our lives to bring more into our life, freedom. And when it says an increase in all areas, it's not just wealth, people. It's like an increase in love, and an increase, like many of you have gotten rid of people who don't wish you well, that don't have your highest intention or good in mind for you. You've released that, so you made room for a high vibrational soul tribe, people who are supposed to aid you in your journey, who are supposed to be in your life. New levels, new people, okay? New people to sit at your table with you, to help collaborate, to help you expand, help you grow, help you have more freedom. And for many people, freedom is financial freedom, being able to essentially have the freedom, the financial freedom to go after your soul's purpose instead of just living and settling for the matrix, okay? Spirit, what is this character-affirming experience? Let that be confirmation. So like I have music playing in the background, and essentially like the voice activation came on by itself. Like I'm not touching it, I didn't summon it. So let that be confirmation that your spirit guides are here telling you yes, like yes. What is this character affirming experience for the collective that they get from spending time alone? How to bypass the fire. Okay, the angels are here today. Okay, I've had the Ascended Masters come out. I've had your spirit guides come out, and then that thing went on. Like, as if something spoke to it, which was kind of freaky. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was like, I was looking like, okay. But essentially, this character affirming experience, when you spend some time alone, it's going to be to you to listen to Archangel Ezekiel here, okay? To have self-acceptance, compassion, forgiveness, okay? And also to let go of the urgency, to surrender to divine timing, okay? Letting go of the urgency and time constraints. Like that essentially means like being in that Jupiter and Gemini energy where you're about the process, not about the reward. You're learning, you're growing, you're fueling your curiosities, You're using your creativity and just seeing where it takes you, and to stop putting time constraints like, oh, I have to complete whatever it is that I'm trying to complete by next week or a month or 2 months from now. It's just be part of the process. So that way you can have a great product. Because if you give yourself time constraints, that you're not showing yourself compassion, because again, time is very fluid. You're not showing yourself any kind of compassion. You're putting a lot of stress on yourself. That doesn't need to be. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to essentially inspire your greatest work from you. And you can't inspire your greatest work from you if you are stressing yourself out by beating yourself up and being like, essentially being some kind of corporation to yourself. Like, no, you need to be this in productivity. You need to reach this number. You need to reach this kind of level of progress today, or you're fired. Who you firing? It's you. You know, like, who you firing? Let go of the urgency, okay? And I really want you to know that, okay? Because you're going to get some kind of professional assistance as well as going to help you with how to, you know, play it safe. So you're going to be playing it safe, and again, that's going to provide you with the optimism to revolutionize our lives, to bring us more freedom. So you may, like, this could also have to do with legal, because usually that professional assistance card is about legality, like getting like an attorney, a lawyer that's going to tell you not to take any risks at this time, okay? But again, to relieve yourself of any time constraints, to show yourself acceptance, but it also could be forgiveness, forgiving the people that you may have to go up against if that pertains to you, because I mean, we are in that time period, which I'll get into in a minute. Okay, now we're getting into the daily energies. So from November 18th, we have Mercury opposition Jupiter, Sun trine Neptune, and the Moon will be in Cancer. We are in a new period of going within and being discreet when we receive information through our dreams and visions that illuminates our path forward. Our intuitive focus will be to bring emotional healing to the home. However, our optimism and open-mindedness when asking questions on how to further expand in our lives could be detrimental to our goal. So again, like, maybe being too happy when you ask questions could rub people the wrong way, or cause some kind of grievance or misunderstanding. So just note that we are in the Mercury retrograde pre-shadow period, where there's misunderstandings in communication, technology, travel delays, accidents, things like that. So misunderstandings and communications can occur at this time, as well as during the Mercury retrograde period. So maybe you being enthusiastic and just like, you know, like a super happy puppy when you ask questions may be detrimental to your goal, because maybe that person's not as perky as you. Then on November 19th, Mercury trine Chiron, Pluto goes into Aquarius. This is like one of my favorite things this week. Actually, this whole like week's reading is like one of my favorites, and we're gonna find out why, okay? So Pluto goes into Aquarius. I know we've had a brief little period of 2024 where Pluto went into Aquarius and then went right back into Capricorn. Yeah, this is done though. Pluto goes into Aquarius until March 8th of 2043. Do you know what that means, collective? That means we are in a new era, a powerful revolution, both internally and externally. We are going to revolutionize each of our lives on an individual level to revolutionize us globally. Okay, we're in a new era. You know, when we talk about like the high vibration, you know, hiring the consciousness, heightening the vibration of the collective, that's what we're talking about. We are in that era now, right? But this is also, if this pertains to you, it does for me. So again, that's why I'm super excited about it, okay? We are at an end to a 16-year karmic cycle for cardinal signs. A cardinal sign is Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, and Libra. So that means many of you, myself included, for the past 16 years had really extensive karmic cycles. Okay, it meant like you essentially were caught on fire and you just kept having to go from cycle after cycle after cycle after cycle after cycle. Okay, and it was like you were running, you're having to like keep climbing all these mountains, things like that. It's done. You paid your debt. That cycle is over. And what that means for other people as well, it means if people were trying to hold on to you, stop you from reaching your soul purpose, your destiny, trying to essentially make that karmic cycle go longer, these people, we're in the new era, which means now it is a 19-year cycle for them to pay. So these cardinal signs here, just know you're in a new era. You're in your power, you're in your truth, And you're going to be doing things quickly. You're going to get that success quickly. You're going to get that happiness quickly. You're essentially going to keep running, but in a good way. Like, it's not like like you just finished one obstacle and another one comes and then another one comes. Like being in survival mode. You're not in survival mode anymore, boo. You're not in survival mode. Like, you're in the time of your life. You had 16 years of hardship. So that means you had lots of karmic lessons with family, lovers, and friends. People who were trying to keep you down. People who were trying to keep you from reaching your destiny. A lot of these people were, actually their whole purpose was to be a destiny destroyer, trying to rob you of your destiny. Guess what? That time's over. November 19th, that's the end of the cycle. They couldn't do it before then, they can't fucking do it. So, boom, like, boom. Okay, so just no FYI, little tidbit here. I am going to have a collective tarot reading just overall on this time period, but then I will also go through the signs, okay? I'll have the mutable, cardinal, and flexible collective tarot readings for that. So be on the lookout for that, on what it means for your sign. But I know for cardinal signs, okay, us here, we are the champions, my friends. We are the champions. We crossed that finish line. They couldn't hold us back. They couldn't stop us. Can't stop, won't stop, because November 19th, that's the age of the new era. That's when destiny and fate comes into play. And that means if these people were really into trying to stop you, guess what that means for them for the next 19 years? I hope they enjoy their karma and they enjoy those backfires and they enjoy those return to senders, because whatever they wish for you is going to be their reality for the next 19 years. Good job if you're a cross-watcher watching me, because you've earned it, you deserve it. Just remember that each and every day for the next 19 years, that what you wish for others is what you wish for yourself. It's going to teach you those two lessons. Be careful what you wish for, and don't ever wish ill will on anybody. Because apparently y'all didn't learn. But you're going to learn today. You got a 19-year cycle. May the odds be in your favor, right? Because the collective had 16 years of your nonsense. The time's over. Now you got 19 years. So I pray you got the strength to go through everything that you wish for somebody else. And the cross-watchers watching me, only you truly, deeply in your heart, what you wish for another person. So may you survive it. Because these people wish death, they wish sickness, they wish for you to be in poverty, being homeless, being in homelessness, being in some kind of mental ward, you never to have any blessings in your life, you to have no love in your life, you to be isolated. Guess what your next 19 years are? Guess what they are? Careful what you wish for. Careful what you wish for. It's going to be the lesson that you apparently had to learn the hard way. I'm so excited for you to have to learn it. Just so excited. But also, we're in a new period of receiving messages that make us optimistic and open-minded that all of our hard work and sacrifice will pay off by initiating the changes to transform a wound into goal in our lives. So have faith, collective. November 20th, our intuitive focus will be to be sociable and to pursue what makes us happy, as we're in a time of great creative and productive energy, universal inspiration, and accelerated action. Again, you're going to be going so fast, so quick. November 21st, Sun sextiles Pluto, and the Sun goes in Sagittarius, as well as there's a monoceratid meteor shower peak day. There will be many opportunities to revolutionize our lives, to free us from any obstacles preventing our forward movement. When the Sun goes in Sagittarius, it will be in Sagittarius until December 21st of 2024. This is going to bring an intense optimism to bring more freedom into our lives. And because meteor shower peak days, they are lucky. So that means there's going to be luck and stops and starts to creating many changes to our career or our life path. But also this day, because of how the universe is set up this day, a time of either a rash or violent act or sudden breakthrough achievement. Let's hope it's a sudden breakthrough achievement. Let's hope for that. November 22nd, Venus sextiles Saturn and the moon will be in Virgo. Our intuitive focus will be to paying attention to the details and being analytical, as this is the time of great possibility. Your ultimate victory is at hand. Your ultimate victory is at hand, collective. A new beginning arrives after a long and difficult time, with karmic lessons surrounding our self-worth, as there will be many opportunities to be cautious, conservative, and goal-oriented in our relationships. That means you already learned the lesson of who can't sit at your new table, created for you by the divine collective. That means you know family, lovers, and friends who cannot come with you, that are now going to be reaping what they sown for the next 19 years, right? Man, it's bleak for them. You know, if I didn't know what they did, I'd feel sorry for them, but I don't, because why would I feel sorry for anybody who literally worked very long and hard and consistent to get this outcome? I mean, some of these people literally wait. I mean, we have 16 years. Some of these people are plotting on your downfall for the past 16 years. They worked long and hard for it. I'm happy for them. Congratulations. Let me give you a round of applause. I'm happy for you that this is what you wanted and it's what you're going to get. You know, you're getting what you wanted. You're getting what you wanted. Congratulations. This is the next 19 years for you. I'm so happy for you. Congrats. On November 24th, the Sun trines North Node. We are in a new period of equilibrium, which will give us the optimism of initiating the changes needed to be further in our life purpose that will bring more freedom into our lives. And the chakra that coincides with the energy for this week, as well as for this Pluto in Aquarius, is the root chakra. And why I say that? Because many of you are going to have financial freedom. You're going to have stability. You're going to have security. You're going to feel safe. You're going to be grounded. You're going to be all in alignment with your inner power, your truth, whatever. You're going to be all of that, okay? Our root chakra is our stability, our foundations of belief, security, and our fight or flight response. You ain't got to fight anymore, collective. Of course, you may have some little obstacles, little ones, not like the ones you've gone through for the past 16 years, okay? That time is over with. It's over with. It's done. You're getting that bright, shining light, like sun shining on your face and filling you with warmth. And there's puppies, there's daisies, there's rainbows, there's butterflies. That's you, okay? Our root chakra is our earliest recorded experiences that are recorded here through the source of our tribal power. So our group identity, our group force, group willpower, and group belief patterns. So this means like whatever you were raised with and the values, the beliefs that you garnered through being raised by that group, okay? Being raised in, this could be through society, this could be your family, okay? And many of you, again, you're being freed from those self-limiting beliefs. You're being freed from that self-imposed cape because you believe what other people told you to believe about yourself. You're getting rid of that. It's our foundation of emotional and mental health, as our emotional psychological stability originates from the family. Again, you learn those karmic lessons, collective, because Saturn retrograde is now stationed direct. So those karmic lessons around self-worth, you've learned those lessons. It manifests our needs for logic, order, and structure. This is fear of physical survival, abandonment by the group, and loss of physical order. That whole Uranus and Taurus energy where you feel like you can't be your most authentic self in a practical way. We're getting over that, okay? This is the whole period here. Is you are in your inner truth. You have your inner power here. You are standing firm for what you believe in. You are being authentically you. Hell or high water, you don't care if people accept or not. You're like, if you don't like it, there's the door. Go. I'm not flattening myself out to make you feel better about your own insecurities and your own fears that are holding you back, right? It's a source of passion, raw primal feelings, including rage, terror, joy, survival energy, the material energy for achieving life purpose, as well as fundamental programming about what we deserve in and out of life. Just know you deserve the world, collective. You deserve so much. I think that's what you're going to learn in this introspective period this week, just how much you deserve, and it may bring you to tears. Because you had your family, this group, convince you of how little you should have. When you find out that what's written for you, what's fated, what's destined for you is so much bigger than that. It may bring you to tears, wow, I get that. I get that. I always knew I got something, but I get that. It's the recipient chakra for Kundalini, our fire energy. It communicates physical or emotional needs through sensory impressions like aches and pains, physical awareness, touches, smells, vibrations, movement, and feelings. It includes getting sick to become aware of a problem. So if you're a person, or if you know of a person who always gets sick, there's something that they need to heal, okay? Typically, sickness is a manifestation of a chakra that's at a misalignment or malfunction. There's some kind of wound, there's some kind of trauma that needs to be healed. And this is where your body will let you know that there's something that you need to heal. And wherever that illness is typically the chakra that you need to focus on. So like for instance, if you get like lower back pain a lot, it has to do with your root chakra, an early experience. What makes you feel fear? What makes you feel guilt? What makes you feel what makes you feel small, or that like that loss and lack mentality? Or stress could be that, or it always stems around fear for me. Like the root chakra to me is fear. So like, what are you afraid of? What is holding you back to get those kind of wounds? But then say if it's like your throat, like you're coughing all the time, or you got a lot of drainage, that could be your third eye, that could be your throat. So just pay attention to where it's at. This is where we get our original feelings about ourselves, the right to exist, be loved, and have our needs met. So know that you have the right to be yourself, the right to exist, and the right to be loved and have your needs met. Don't let anybody convince you otherwise. The yang function of this chakra is how we put ourselves into the world and how successful we are at surviving. The yin function of this chakra is how able we are to receive material assistance and keep our will to live alive. And I know for the past 16 years that may have been very difficult for many of you, but you're at the finish line. Well, it won't be for nothing. Anything you lost will come back bigger and better, I promise. It's our mental and emotional issues about physical family, group safety, and security, ability to provide for life's necessities, ability to stand up for self, okay? So if this chakra is at a misalignment or malfunction, it can lead to chronic lower back pain, sciatica, varicose veins, rectal tumors, cancer, depression, and mood-related disorders, which can typically stem into like addictions, like alcohol abuse, hard drugs, sex, overeating, reproductive issues, childhood issues, sexual dysfunction, urinary tract issues. And if you're trying to put this chakra in alignment, okay, eat 3 balanced meals a day, drink lots of water, exercise aerobically on a daily basis. Also, I have a playlist on my YouTube called Spiritual Wisdom and Frequencies to Heal. There's root chakra on there, okay, plus any and all kind of chakras for frequencies for you to listen to help you put that in alignment. You can also benefit from taking a ritual bath, okay, walking outside in nature barefoot is actually very beneficial as well. Like there's a grounded meditation on that playlist as well. Do a barefoot, ground yourself to the Mother Earth. Okay, collective. I hope I was able to provide you the scope of this week, okay, and share my excitement. If you like my vibe, please like and subscribe. It definitely helps out the channel. Please stay tuned for a brief little snippet of the Dark High Priestess and the Prophecy of the Queen of the Unseen. Bye.